Welcome to Season 1 of Gaming with Scott presents Fantasy Weekly, Book 1, Tales from Oxley, a Southgate Media podcast. Join us each week as our ragtag team from Oxley follows the trail left in the wake of the cult of Onyx as they attempt to save their village, and perhaps the world, from impending doom. Starring Joshua Jackson, Kelly Caudille, Rico Suarez, and John Kennedy. With me, Scott Troiano, running the table as the Game Master. Fantastic adventures await you just beyond this music. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gaming with Scott. I'm here with Kelly.
Hello.
I'm here with John Kennedy.
Hello.
I'm here with Jason.
Hello.
That was a little creepy.
And I'm here with Joshua.
I wasn't ready. You duped me.
You weren't ready? Okay, hold on.
No.
I'm going to
ready.
pause it.
Don't you do it. It's okay. Yeah, we're just hanging out.
Okay. So you're in the what do we call that place where you go to sleep? The inn.
In.
You're in the inn, and you hear her start you walk through the door of the inn, and you hear her start shrieking on the second floor, just screaming as loud as she can.
Who's she? What the hell is that?
I don't know. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna bolt up the stairs. What the hell's going on?
Okay, you bolt up the stairs.
Yeah.
You see Radish and Sparrow standing in the doorway. You kind of, you're ready to go. Over their shoulders, you see, it looks as though someone had taken a middle-aged young woman and confettied her around the room. As in, it looks like she got blowed up. Like, it looks like a 50-gallon drum of beef stroganoff has exploded in this room.
Ooh. Radish, what the hell did you do? What is this?
I'm ignoring him and
Killing the baby troglodyte.
What the hell are
There's
you guys
a
doing?
small lizard
What is it?
running in a circle around in the middle of the room.
Axe. Get rid,
Sparrow. Tend to her wounds as best you can. At this point, though, Sparrow even knows how dumb that sounds, but it's the only thing you can think of.
Fair enough.
And then I'm lunging at it with my sword.
Just start glamour weaving the body back together.
I've heard glamour shots. But
Give
I don't
me
know
a-
about glamour
give me
weaving.
you got a dice that are about to roll off the edge of the table there, and give me a d20 for your attack.
You told me last time there was no knit in her, so
No, it didn't
she's
happen.
done.
What did you just roll, a natural 20?
A 19.
Boom. Okay. Radish brings the shield forward. The sword is quick to follow, and this little... he kills a baby lizard. It's just like a grease stain. It's a pockmark. It's,
Very nice, Radish. Very nice.
What the hell are you two doing?
Okay,
What the hell is that?
Real quick, you see me in a way you've never seen me before. Even when I couldn't grab my magic when we were in the basement. I am literally coated in a light black aura, and you can see it coming off of me in waves. I'm really murderous.
What is he doing?
We just got back from the monastery. The convent.
The nunnery. Yes.
No, we rescued the nuns from the Troglodyte King.
In the nunnery?
Yes.
Okay.
The nuns were trying to dig a deeper cellar. They accidentally broke into the Troglodyte tunnels. The Troglodyte King took them as prisoners, and apparently he impregnated them.
May I ask a question?
What?
What is a troglodyte?
A large lizard man.
Whose skin's covered in a foul-smelling oil.
How did you get out? Did you kill everything?
I challenged their king to a duel. Their king was over 15 feet tall, and
Radish still won.
his arms were over 6 feet long. He had a massive sword. I won.
Was it his sword?
I don't. It looked like an ancient relic, to be honest. Two-handed blade. But no. Now the nun is dead. We have no witness to our deeds of what happened in the convent. I imagine the other nuns are dead.
What do you mean
And-
you imagine? You didn't check?
It never occurred to me to find out if they were pregnant. She didn't
Radish.
even complain that she was pregnant.
Radish,
What?
burn it to the ground.
No. Hold on. We have to go back.
We are going back.
To
All
burn
right.
it to the ground.
Well, no, we have to make sure that the nuns aren't dead. Then we burn it to the ground.
Problem is...
Fire kills everything.
Hold on. We can't... No, I want to burn it to the ground. There are hundreds of them. Remember?
Of castle?
Hundreds of kobolds and troglodytes?
Oh, I thought you meant.
Kobolds really aren't
I
the
thought you
problem.
meant nunneries.
Troglodytes would be a problem. We need an army.
Yeah.
Wait, that little thing? What do you care about that little thing?
They grow to be 6 feet tall on average, but their king grows to be about 12 feet tall.
But you killed him, so what does it matter?
We didn't kill him. We defeated him in a duel.
You left him alive? Why?
He regenerates almost immediately, and I challenged him to a single duel.
Well, yes, if his head is still attached.
I almost killed him.
Damn it, Radish.
I didn't know that this would happen to the nuns.
So all of them may be impregnated?
All of them.
And if they are, they're all dead by now.
And that's the only witness, and in a couple hours, we're supposed to be in front of the king.
Well, that means we have a couple hours to go do some troglodyte killing.
It's a half day there.
Damn it.
So we got troglodytes, and then we have the
What?
All right.
serpent. The certain.
What?
What are we talking about? The god. Who
The
are we
god.
trying to teleport in?
What?
We've got this cold.
Oh, Fenris, Cult of the
Yeah,
Onyx.
the
we
cult
got
of
the
the
Onyx,
Onyx.
Fenris,
Yeah,
yeah.
So we
Of
got to
which
deal with
The
this.
the wolf god thing.
The troglodytes. So
But-
the question is, I guess,
Wait. Are you saying
What's
that
more
those are?
important?
Are you saying those are connected, or we have two things?
We have two things.
It sounds like we have two things.
Yeah.
Problem is, the Alistair was going to need the nun to vouch for us to make sure that we weren't just lying
We
to
brought
them.
back a head. We just needed a head.
Oh, yeah.
Still in my bag.
Is it a troglodyte head or a kobold head?
Well, wait. Do we have to be back in
It's a
2
kobold
hours?
head.
It's Cobalt head.
Can you tell the difference?
Radish. Do we have to be
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in 2 hours? Does that matter?
Yeah, we're already committed. We can't just snub the king.
I didn't know it was on a time frame. I didn't know it was half past the monkeys. Whatever.
No, we were literally supposed to be presented in our finest clothing to the king as a reward for saving the convent, which we've apparently failed in. Because we did not know that king had them raped.
It appears that the convent's still standing.
It was defiled. There was literal crap everywhere. The kobolds had made a mess. They had looted most of it. Okay, so after I won the duel,
Okay, yeah.
I
Finish the story.
made the troglodyte king swear an oath to never again come to the surface, and that we would seal up the tunnel behind us, thus maintaining the security of his land, and telling him he can no longer come into my land. I may have posed as a king.
So wait. So then we technically succeeded.
If the king will buy it.
I think
All we have is the head of a kobold, which, no offense, we could come across anywhere.
Sure. Well, I can.
And we have the body. Oh, my God, we have a body of a nun.
It's all right. I can cast an illusion spell. We can make that kobold anything we want.
Hold on. I looked down into the rest of the inn. Is anybody else here?
Well, there's the guy in the corner who's always, paying a copper for a flagon and then drinking more than he should.
What are we going to do about the nun?
What did you say about making an illusion or something?
Yeah, we just illusion the kobold's head, make it whatever we wanted to make it.
I say we still go.
We
you
hang
say
on
that
and hold on to it.
you or I say the exact same story.
Is there a sewer grate down in the street?
Hey.
I'm looking out the window.
It's
Yeah.
horses.
Yeah.
Let me tell the story or whatnot, a little more grandiose, and we'll go from
right.
there.
This is what we're going to do with the body. You're going to help me wrap her up in a tarp. I'm going to drop her down the sewer grate and summon a bunch of rats to finish her off so we don't have any thing left over.
Well, we didn't murder her. We don't have to hide this. We can just be like, the troglodytes did.
This
oh,
was
my God.
the evidence.
Oh, my God. Wait, no. This is the evidence.
That's what I just said.
No.
Is there an echo?
No.
Echo.
This actually isn't a problem.
No.
This will get us the army.
Yes.
Solutions found where none thought they would be.
Anyway, we technically succeeded. Let me talk about it. I'll blow it out of proportion as normal. We'll be good to go.
Actually, this could work. Do we summon the city guard?
We get together. We make some bad decisions. This is the right thing to do.
That's right.
Because the city guard, we didn't do anything wrong, so we get the city guard, and
No, you were attacked by these horrible beasts, and you killed a lot
I
of
think
them.
we just roll up with the king, flop her on the floor.
Yep.
This is what went
It's
down.
like, hey, buddy,
Pull our
this is us. Anything
converted
else?
cobalt head out to a tri-guard or whatever. We don't let them touch it because then they'll figure it out. It's an
Yeah.
illusion. We hang on to it.
Kobolds and trilobites. I like it.
Trilobites.
troglodytes.
Troglodytes.
That's what I said. Yeah. What? Yeah.
Trogs?
I don't. Pogs.
Pugs?
Get the body prepared for
Butt snubs.
being moved. I need a drink.
All right. So we got 2 hours. 2 hours till we go.
I get up. I use the sheets, and then we're gonna need a cart.
Why we wait on the king? The king can wait on us. Let's we go bang on the doors.
You know what, Doc?
No.
You've had some good ideas. That's not one of them.
We don't need a cart. We can lay over SJP.
Yeah. Just don't get blood.
And don't use the
don't
sheets.
Get blood on
use
her.
the tarp. On SJP, it's waterproof. The blood won't stain it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It's almost like you got ready-made, prepared for this eventuality.
Right.
Like we were planning a murder.
Bring out your dead.
So this nun looks as
I'm
though
not
her
quite
torso
dead.
has been torn out. Her arms and limbs are still attached, but you can tell there was something that did not go right with this young lass, internally speaking. Less than optimal.
She'd probably fit into a saddlebag.
Stop it. Yeah, if we could find enough knives, we could put her in a freaking...
Can we be serious for
Jesus.
2 minutes? We really need to be serious for
All right, serious face. What do we got to do?
Okay, you get the tarp.
I can't.
You roll her up.
Yeah.
You find the majority. You get a bucket of water and splash down the tile board, the floorboards. What are you going to do with the offspring?
We take it with us.
Yeah, it's evidence.
proof.
Okay.
More proof.
Alrighty.
Make it into a puppet.
During the remaining time, I am going to clean and sharpen all of our weapons and get all of our weapons prepared for any future use.
Okay.
Oh, I want a rematch against that king. And as far as I'm concerned, that king has not earned the right of a kingly duel.
No, next time we do it together.
Kill it dead.
Nice. Okay. About an hour and a half later, one of the kings, you hear footsteps coming up the stairs. It's one of the king's guard. My understanding was that you were to be escorted by me to the king's guard, down to the main audience chamber in the king's throne room.
Yes.
He says the 4 of you are the only ones accompanying.
Yes.
That's correct.
He looks at the tarp and he goes, "What's that?"
Evidence.
It is our evidence that there's a greater threat to the kingdom.
What's in there? Oh, sorry. He goes, "What's in there?"
I'm afraid that is the body of the abbess of the convent.
Oh. And he takes his baton off his belt and he pokes the tarp. And then he whacks the tarp and he goes, "Well, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't,
Yeah, completely dead.
Okay.
Not partially, but completely.
And he goes, I meant no disrespect. I just didn't want it to be...
I'm mean mugging him real hard.
The king's safety is my prerogative as
Dead
well.
from about here to about there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then...
Make a hole!
Gather things up and come this way. And so you guys carry it down. You throw the thing over the horse, throw the tarp over the horse, and make your way. You go down... hubwards, 2 city sections, and then all the way southwest to where the fjord comes in, and right on the water as the sun comes up and lines of it is the castle, which is visible from the water and the city. It sits up a little bit higher. And they walk you in through the exterior of the castle, in through several large rooms. And he says, the horse is going to have to stay here, but, there are 2 more rooms we're going to go through, and then you will be in the throne room proper.
Okay.
He brings you in. He says, wait here. He brings you through the outer room and soon to the inner chamber. He said, we will call for you. What is your either individual or group name? How would you like to be summoned?
That's a very
For
good
the
question.
life of me, question has never been asked.
Nope. You got about 20 seconds.
We are the Oxley Town Guard.
Good as thing as any. The Oxley Town Guard.
Excellent.
Fair enough.
We will summon you in a moment.
The saviors of Oxley.
Regardless.
We should have really picked a cooler name.
You know what? We were put on the spot. You got to deal with what you got.
That's right.
Yeah.
Lord Awesome Sauce
The street cleaners.
and the Destroyers.
The Destroyers.
Do you want me to spin the tail, or do you want to do it? I'm going to use all my social stuff if I do that.
I think you should do it.
All right.
Don't forget to put your helmet on before you start.
I think that I can.
That's for combat, but
I'll fill in
But
details,
it
but
still
other
looks
than that,
cool.
the only important
Yeah.
things you need to know is that Oh man, what was the name of the king? The Trog King.
King Troglobite.
Trogdor? No, it wasn't Trogdor.
No.
What, Trogdor? What was the king of
Drax.
the troglodytes' name again?
Trogdor.
Lord Poophead.
Nice.
No, it's not it. Hold on.
No, that's ridiculous.
Lord Farquaad.
Oh yeah, the name of the nun that died was Eustace.
Lord Farquaad.
It was a real. I know it's a really weird.
Stop it.
Her name is Eustace.
Used to be alive.
Eustace was Eustace was useless in the end. It's all
Used to be alive.
She was nice, and then she died.
She's a nice
horribly. And my blade, as it turned out, it sort of has troglodyte killing powers, but at the same time, we learned that troglodyte blood eats metal.
Oh.
It eats metal.
So it
Yeah.
glows, but then it glows faintly afterwards.
Yeah, we're not completely sure if my sword got improved. We think it got improved because there's no visible damage, but we're going to need to talk to the sorcerer.
Stab the royal guard.
We
find
still
out.
haven't gone
Right.
and got our stuff identified.
Yeah. Nope, I didn't write down that guy's name. That's weird, though.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah, and it's on Twitter. I just can't remember the guy's name.
Oh, jeez, why don't you open your Twitter and look?
I wonder what your Twitter name.
I'm getting it.
Lord Fancy Bottom. Lord of the dapperest troglodytes you've ever seen.
Can I read something funny to you, Scott?
No.
Certainly.
Okay, so
I said no.
my wife texted me, "How many followers does your podcast have?"
9 million?
And I said, "I believe Scott said 28,000." And my wife says, "You meant 2,800, right?" I said, "No." That was it. And we're done here.
And she had nothing else to say?
No.
And stop being a disrespectful.
Oh no.
Yes, we did pass 28,000. We're getting close to 29,000. Probably closer after this evening. Oh, there he is.
Lord Poop Bottom.
That would be Telgar, king of the troglodytes.
Okay.
Telgar.
Should we omit the references where I claim to be king? Because that might not play well. Yeah, don't mention I was king.
No.
Just tell him I challenged him to a duel.
Just can't wait to be king.
I sang that song. Oh, you missed it. It was great.
Horrible. Keep going.
Yeah, I like that. Horrible. Awful. Keep
Yep.
going. No, just, you know the basics of the story.
I do know the basics.
There are hundreds of troglodytes and kobolds.
When you entered the nunnery, there were thousands behind them.
Tens of thousands.
No,
They were in the basement.
no. This is literally, you don't have to exaggerate this part. There were
I don't
literally-
have to do anything.
There were hundreds of troglodytes
Thousands
and
of
kobolds.
troglodytes and, yes, kobolds.
Just stick. No. This is a true fact.
Okay. I'm listening.
were lots.
I am
We need-
I'm listening.
This is not a fake news thing?
I am listening intently. Keep going. Titus
So
stares
the,
into
so the
his
guard
eyes.
comes out to find the Oxley Town guard fighting amongst themselves.
We're not fighting. We're
punching each other in the canards.
It's like one of those old timey Looney Tunes dust ups.
Yeah.
Sparrow gets
where
dragged
it's-
in on accident, but
It's
he ends
just
it.
fists and clouds and pound signs and squiggly @ signs
and everybody
exclamation
stops
points.
as he or she comes out. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
yes.
Very nice.
Okay.
Training.
All right, straighten our.
He has not come out yet.
Oh.
Straighten our bolos.
No, just. It's a major threat to the kingdom. We learned what they're doing to the women of the kingdom. Sell that. Mm-hmm. Talk about that. That's got to stir up outrage from everybody.
Understood.
And then we need the king to send his forces back to go and clear it out.
Gotcha. So, troglodytes, kobolds, raping all the women.
Yes.
Tens of thousands you killed. The noble Radish killed and vanquished the King Telgar
No, we didn't
down
kill the
to the
king.
basement. No, of course you didn't. And with that, we found that many of these nuns were impregnated, brought back, still alive, but dying as these things burst from their chest, realizing this is the fate of all of the women that have been treated so by these troglodytes. And we need your help, good king, to go back and kill the rest.
Digging it.
Okay, I like it.
Also,
So I guess when we
you're going to
get-
need to work in the cult of Onyx at some point too. But start with this.
Yes.
No, you got two things to sell, man. But I believe in you because you know what? You're a closer.
Yeah.
You get
And
cookies.
coffee is for closing.
ABC always be closing.
The Chamberlain just walks in. And it's just letters on the wall. always be closing. Trap doors.
Wow.
No, and then Cult of the Onyx, the threat of Fenris, how we've saved several villages, including the village far to the north, near where the Sorcerer's College is. I don't remember what that one was called, though. It had a very familiar name. Oh, yeah, I remember. Wittenham!
This is just a tribute.
Wittenham.
You hear a voice cleared from the corner.
Yes?
Did I overhear that you are the Oxley Town Guard? And you turn to see a rather tall, erudite-looking gentleman, white flowing robes, gold hems, a very, very pristine-looking outfit.
What's erudite?
It means he dressed nice.
Well,
What can we do for you?
My name is Pastor. I am the head of the church here in Kingsfjord.
Take me to
It's
church.
the title is, of course, honorific.
He's a
cult leader.
Sounds like
He's got a chase.
What can we do for you?
I am the pastor of the Empire of the Sun.
Oh. We encountered one of you, one of the members of your faith,
something
Father
or other.
Palto.
Yes.
Father Palto, yes.
Yep.
He moves from place to place. How is he?
I would consider him a good and true companion of ours.
Yeah.
He's very well.
Oh, wonderful.
He's currently back at Oxley.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Good, good, good. Then still ministering, and he likes to travel.
He has been helping us tend to all those who have been affected by the Cult of the Onyx.
He's been spreading the good word.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure Father Palto is seeing to it, then it is fine.
Yes,
Good, wonderful.
he is carrying the fight against evil.
Oh, well, that's what's best. Good, 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 good. You're all from Oxley, then?
Yes.
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 Side note, I'm just looking at this guy, just like how he's dressed. He's wearing white robes, and does he look like he's from around here?
No.
Okay, yeah.
You ain't from
Out
around here.
of character. I'm not really trusting this guy so far, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, fair enough.
His name could also just be I'm Pastor Lord Treacherous of the town of Backstabbington.
Backstabbington, in the county seat of Muerto. He says, once you are done with the king, if you wish to come for some rest or some recuperation or even just some conversation, you may join us in the clergy's cloister.
Thank you. We would
Thank
take you up on that.
That's a generous offer.
Wonderful. Ah, here comes the guard now. Good day.
Oh, good day.
And he nods and almost floats away.
Called it. Knew it. Just in my head was this guy like Nosferatu.
I mean, just like he's walking.
I need to
think he's
bathe
walking.
after this conversation.
I think he's walking, but like he's got that real somebody's pulling him on a cart or something. I don't know how the hell they do that effect, but it's like holy shit! Like this guy's feet, right? Wait, what?
Yeah, child labor. It's okay.
I don't know. It could be a thing.
I really was expecting the guy fall off his cart. And be like, oh, dang it!
Son of a bitch!
Oh,
I told you again! And then just whip the children. It would be terribly bad. The guard comes up. He goes, "Now calling to see His Majesty King Valdor, the Oxley Town Guard.
I didn't embellish it.
Come forward, please."
Let's get ready to rumble.
The Oxley Town Guard.
Why did mine?
That's starting forward. No, we're not doing
We
that.
run through a tapestry.
That's BS. Mighty Ducks. That's what popped in my head.
No, they don't hold up a sign and you run through it. No.
Boo.
Oh, sorry.
I'll put my
So
John
hey,
CD back
Val,
away.
how we doing today?
Hey, Val.
Come here often?
You walk in, and it is a rather large and long throne room. There are almost bleacher seats on both sides, so that a throng of scribes and hangers-on and old wizened magistrates and maesters are sitting on the like, oh yes, we tend to the books of the great library. They're writing with quills on parchments of vellum, and all of that is wonderful. He just walks you right past them like he doesn't care about them at all.
Yeah.
He walks up the king, a dark-haired, bearded, although well-trimmed fellow, looks to be mid-30s, early 40s. Looks like a king that has seen some action and been on the throne for a while. What you know of his reign, it has been long in that it's been more than 10 years, getting on to be 20. It has been a relatively peaceful reign early on. He came up in the ranks of the military as his father was the one that put the war in the east to bed. There were orcs and goblins to the west, ogres as well. That war played out, and peace had been had. And since then, while he fought for his father, when he took over his reign, his father died in that war. When he took over that reign, he has carried the peace forward through his reign.
Okay.
Nice.
To his left sits an empty queen's throne. He is not married. To his right is his primary advisor. Does not look like Jaffa, but is a light-haired individual who seems to be middle-aged and just brings items to him. Yes, sir. Balding. And he tells him, we're doing this. Here's what's coming next. Here's what's going on. This gentleman leans in and says, this is the town guard from Oxley. They wish to talk to you about things like that here. Prince Valdor addresses you in a relatively loud voice, but he's not yelling. His voice, because of the room's acoustics, carries to you.
Gotcha.
And he said, gentlemen, you are the Oxley Town Guard, are you not?
Yes, my good king.
This is Oxley to the west,
Yes.
between King's Fjord and the Dwarven Mountains.
Yes, my king.
Excellent. The throne recognizes you. We greet you and wish you well. What brings you before me this day?
Coming to give you the good story of the valor and the fight of the Oxley Town Guard and how we have defeated troglodytes as well as the kobolds in the nunnery that we were sent to go kill.
Who sent you to do this?
Out of character, what was the name of the
Alistair.
your Alistair, good king?
The Alistair. Okay.
This was something that we needed to complete to even get your audience today.
Really?
Yes, good sir. So we did it enthusiastically to be able to be in front of you right now.
Radish, your host. That
So-
Alistair meant to kill us.
So, the Alistair, about yay tall,
Yes, good king.
at the northern market square,
I
Yes.
believe so.
is selling meetings with the king.
I don't know so much if he was selling. He was just trying to prove that we had a worthwhile claim.
The Alistair was given the task of cleaning out that monastery a week and a half ago.
Which we completed, good king.
He hired you then?
No, that was the task to only get in front of you.
Ah.
But again, we did it enthusiastically to be able to do such.
So you did his work,
Yes, sir.
and he did not pay you for this work.
No, my king.
Are you guild members?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Which guild?
The Warriors Guild, as I hit my chest.
Same salute.
The Mage Guild.
Can you show me your emblems?
Sure.
We were handed emblems. Yeah, so.
We were in the when we first met and we left.
I flashed
You
my
have your
Mage
emblems.
emblem.
Okay. You hold up the mage emblem. You're like, yeah, there you go. And he goes, well met, good mage. Thank you for coming to my throne room. He looks at you two, and he looks at the thing, and he goes, you are novice entry-level warriors to the guild, yes? New recruits to
Yes.
the guild?
Yes.
So you, I could tell by those patches that you have not yet been in the guild proper, the guild hall.
Correct.
It's a color thing. I'm the symbols are meant to carry meaning. And you, sir?
My lord, I am a druid, and I have not met with the guildmaster of this town.
You hear.
I've asked to meet with him, apparently through the same Alistair who sold your appointment with you today.
There is now much. In the side galleries, they're all. He's a druid. I heard it was a druid. A druid. Did you hear? See, there's a druid in the throne. This is not going to go well.
No.
You are a druid, you say?
Yes, sir.
Are you aware that the master of your guild has decreed that none of your kind should come within the city walls?
I was unaware.
Interesting. You have not been a member of the druid guild before?
No, there is no guild system in Oxley.
Well, we may have to rectify that. Make sure that there's a guild home somewhere in your vicinity. I personally have nothing bad to say about druids. However, the head of your guild resides within our city and has decreed that none should be within the walls. Now, since you're not a member of his guild, you don't have to follow that decree, and you didn't know any better. Like I said, I don't mind, but something tells me, and he motions to both sides of the room. The word is traveling already.
I have no doubt. Thank you, sir.
Oh no, I'm just looking out for the people that live in my kingdom. So, how did you fare in doing the Alistair's work?
Most triumphantly, good king.
Wonderful. Do tell.
Yes.
Tell us the story.
So, as the Oxley Town Guard were led by the great Sir Radish before you, storming the nunnery, met by an onslaught of, we thought, tens if not hundreds of these troglodytes as well as these kobolds, we fought our way through the doors, through the lobbies into the depths of the nunnery to find that there were actually thousands of these beings. So after doing away with thousands of these different troglodytes as well as these kobolds, we made our way to the good king, well, I say that laughingly, King Telgar of the troglodytes. And with that, the good Sir Radish challenged him to a duel. Within this duel, Radish bested the king, and instead of separating his head from his shoulders, made him swear an oath that he would leave this place never to return, and he skulked back into the darkness from whence he came. After this, we found what was left over, which was countless nuns and women that were impregnated by these beings, and seeing what would be left of the women in the countryside if this threat had not gone unchecked. As we brought some of the nuns back with us alive, they perished on the way home as these things burst from their chest, taking what life they had remaining.
Troglodyte baby.
That sounds horrible.
Then I roll it out of the cloak. Troglodyte baby.
Yes.
Ugh.
So where we killed hundreds, if not thousands of these beings, the threat still remains, and we would ask so humbly if you would allow some of your guardsmen to go back with us to clear out the remaining ruffians, to make sure that this threat does not expand beyond the nunnery and into the countryside in your kingdom.
As he listens to this story, you see him nod. When you repeat hundreds, if not thousands, repeatedly, you see him kind of his facial expression changes to one that seems to be slightly disbelief.
Oh, charisma.
Give me a roll.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
It's a nat 20.
It's a nat 20, sir.
Training those dice, I see.
You know, Rico, we miss you, brother. That one's for you, and that's staying right there.
And he looks in disbelief, and then you roll out the troglodyte baby, and he's like, "Wait, burst from their chests, and then so you're saying that this could be a threat to the kingdom?"
Indeed.
Yes, as we unfurl the dead nun's bodies so
Throw
he
it
can
on the
see.
floor.
This is the aftermath of this creature.
Needless to say,
Did you destroy him in the duel?
No.
He didn't listen to
My king,
story.
seeing that we were outnumbered and that surely they would have destroyed us and kept the prisoners to themselves, and recognizing that this was a creature who had some fell resemblance of noble bearing to him, I challenged him to a duel. Because rather than risk the nuns and the fate of the rest of us to mindless combat in a subterranean chamber, I felt that challenging him to a duel might be the best way for a swift and expedient end.
To save lives.
I managed to defeat him in the duel. And the king, their troglodyte king, is a massive creature. One of the largest of their kind that I've ever seen. Wielding a claymore that is at least as long as 2 men.
Oh, my.
And I managed to defeat him in a duel. And I thought at the time that by making him swear never again to come to the surface, that it would do the kingdom more good rather than to start a war with the troglodytes. It is much to my chagrin, though, that, unfortunately, we did not know what the troglodytes do to women. And now that we know what they are doing with human women, I'm afraid that war is inevitable. They're killing the innocents of our realm. They're causing foul and disgusting acts and perpetrating them on the innocent.
And they need to be wiped from this plane.
This cannot stand. You will take men with you and secure the nunnery, the cloister of the convent. Mm-hmm. You will recover any of the sisters that remain, and you will bring them back to us.
Understood, good king.
Was that all you needed to speak with me about?
No, there was one other matter, one other threat to the kingdom.
Oh?
We have become well aware of a cult forming and thriving within your kingdom called Cult of the Onyx.
Oh, I've not heard of such a thing.
It is a cult that worships a wolf god, which I believe, do you remember the name? Sir
Fenris.
Fenris.
Name?
And our good brother Radish here took him on in single combat as well and won.
Oh, my.
They worship a wolf god named Fenris, and with that, they have summoned him to this realm, and they are trying to complete that summoning. They have infiltrated multiple cities within your territory, within your kingdom, and they bring nothing but dread as their only purpose is to bring about their god of death and war. They've already attempted to summon him one time. Radish and the Oxley Town Guard have pushed them back once, but they still continue the onslaught. They still continue to try to bring about their god of war to take down this kingdom.
How are we to know these cult members?
That's a very good question.
No, we wrote.
We wrote it down.
Time out.
Very distinctive robes that they carry. They all carry a pouch with 3 silver, 1 copper, and a teleportation rune in it. And
Do you have examples of this rune?
We do.
Yes.
I won't walk it up to the king, but I will hold it out to be walked up to the king.
Okay, and his guy comes down. The kind of the what do they call him? He's not an assistant.
Manservant.
Valet?
No, it's
he's the guy that-
consigliere.
It's not that.
That's advisor.
He bitch.
Well, his advisor. His advisor comes down
Seneschal.
and takes the rune, and he says, "Does anyone else have any of these?
We got plenty of them.
We have plenty of them on
Do
us.
you have an ability to activate this rune?
Yes.
Can you do so? You are the one that uses magic, yes?
Yes.
And he walks over and very face to face says, "Can you make it work?"
Oh, I can make it work.
He can
But are you
bring-
sure you'd want it to work?
Well, certainly. I wish to show it to the king.
But it's a teleportation rune. It would take you or whoever.
Well, I mean, if it's active, then the next person to touch it would teleport, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you charge it or however it is that it works?
I flip out my dagger, stab it. That's how it works.
He goes, "Excuse us, sir." And he looks back to the magic user. He goes, Could you I don't know how these things work personally.
As my companion has told you, you take your dagger out and you stab it.
Okay, and he
works.
pulls a dagger out and he goes. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. It's not glowing. It doesn't.
It doesn't seem that you're worthy of it to activate.
Which is why I'm looking to you, sir. You are the magic user of this group, yes?
Yes.
Then could you please?
And what are you going to... It sounds like to me you want me to charge this rune and then you're going to touch the king with it to teleport him somewhere.
I'm going to set it down for the king to examine.
To examine. Oh, okay. Here, I'll take it from you.
Okay, he lets you have it.
All right. I'll do my little tricks.
Okay,
Charge it up.
Are you going to try to infuse it with essence?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
You hand it back to him. Give me a roll on D20.
Nine.
Okay, you only needed a 5. You're fine.
Okay.
And you hand it back to him, and he goes, "Oh, thank you." He leans in and brings his mouth to your ear. Wrong direction. Can you hear me, Jason?
Yeah.
Can anyone else hear me?
No.
Okay, good. He leans into your ear, and he whispers, "You're not very good at this, are you?" And when he leans back, you see that one eye is blue and one eye is golden. He blinks twice, and his eyes are back to normal. And he smiles,
Oh, no.
and he steps forward, and he nods and turns around and walks back up to the king.
What was that?
He offers the stone to the king, and the king looks at it and goes, "Oh." Moves to a side pedestal, and the advisor sets the pedestal down, or sets the rock on the pedestal, and he nods to the king and looks back out to the group and smiles again. And
Smack radish.
he says,
What did he say?
"So now you guys going to huddle up in the middle of the king?" And the king goes, "Well, thank you. We have their rune. We will see if we can't get people to."
I still have more information for you.
Oh yes, please tell me.
Yeah, I will step forward and I will motion for you guys to get together.
No, not right. No, I don't want crosstalk. Let him finish, and then you guys can talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, talk. So, with everything that is going on, it seems like that this cult is working with the werewolves to. Is it the west? Where are the werewolves?
Oh, they were working
The brown
with
coats.
the brown coat tribe of
yes.
werewolves.
So the
The
cult.
ones just to the north of Whittingham.
Whittingham.
Yes.
Excuse me, we're in a king's court. I'm afraid he would have a choir if young minstrels come out and go, Whittingham!
Wow.
This is just a tribute. But they are working with the werewolves to the west, and with that, they are mounting their forces to finish this summoning and to probably have an uprising against the kingdom. Secondly, is their leader, a balding man with, I believe, orange eyes.
That's right.
Yes, supernatural in nature. I have no
Very
idea.
odd.
I have no idea if he is a mage, but he is very distinct, and he has orange eyes. And from everything I have seen, he takes no damage. He is nigh indestructible from what I have seen. That is only from 2 different interactions with him.
How old?
I would be guessing. I would say maybe 30s, mid-30s.
It's about
So-
the same age as your servant.
So not. And he looks over at he looks over at his advisor and he goes, "Oh, Winthrop. Winthrop is easily 50 if he's a year. He looks young, but he was with my father as well. It's
Winthrop?
Oh,
yes, my advisor."
hold on, like quick time out. So while they're talking, I'm just going to go over and just lean in. What is it?
I believe he's a mage, and he's a much more skilled mage than I am. And he knows he has 1 gold eye and 1 white eye. However, when we all look at him now, it's not the case. He told me I wasn't very good at this.
Well,
Wait, is
okay,
this the same guy that I'm talking about?
Give me a roll.
Yeah, is this the same guy that I'm talking about right now?
Yes.
I do believe so.
Lord Shirkthorpe.
15.
Did you give me a roll on that as well?
Oh, I did. Hold on.
Yeah, give me a roll on that there, Mr. John.
8.
As long as you're over a 5 and he's over a 10, yes. You tell the story, and the king goes, "Oh, I see. Well, then we will have to post wanted posters and find out more. We will investigate this." You said Cult of Onyx?
Yes.
Cult of the Onyx.
Cult
Yes.
of the Onyx.
Excellent. And as you did not hear this aside.
No, okay. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, no, the gold eye, one blue eye, one gold eye. Yeah, that was the guy.
Oh, crap.
Is that the exact guy? We'll talk later.
Well, now we know because we didn't recognize him before, but now we're able to recognize him?
No.
Or we recognized him the whole time?
No.
No, he's got an illusion up.
No, this guy's not. This guy has shown. This guy's the king, the advisor to the king. This guy, I don't know what he's talking about. But no, nope. Got two brown eyes. He's slightly balding. He's a little shorter than the dude you fought before. He's a little heavier than the dude before you fought. He's probably a little older than the dude you ran into before.
Can I sense magic?
Sure, give you a roll.
All right. Oh, 7.
You got over a 5. Yeah, dripping off that Winthrop dude. He's obviously got some illusion magic going.
Can I try to cast an unveil spell?
Yes.
Disruption?
Yes, you may. Sort of dispel magic.
There we go.
There you go.
That is a 18, 16. What was that? That is a 19.
19.
Add your intelligence mod to that.
Yeah, intelligence 19 plus 4. It's 23.
Okay. You make a sigil. He's talking. The king is bantering. And you slide the force of your will forward towards Winthrop when an entire area in a sphere around the king, bright orange, flares out. 4 guards draw their swords immediately, and you hear one of them shout, "Magic user attacking the king!"
What? No.
No.
That's not what happened.
The 4 of them circle the king. The king sits back and goes, "What trickery is this?"
There is no trickery. We did not just attack the king.
I started looking around. Where the hell did that come from?
Winthrop is not who you think he is.
And Winthrop is standing there looking rather like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
I'll try again in dispelling his spell.
You begin to move your hands,
Oh, no.
and the guards like step up and have you at sword point. And they're like, "Hold, citizen."
Doc, I wouldn't continue.
Do you stop casting, or do you just keep on going?
Don't do it. Just say no to drugs.
What do you think, Drew?
And troglodyte sex.
I'll stop casting.
The throne is protected from magic. This is the king speaking. Were you trying something good or something less than good?
I was dispelling the magic of Winthrop.
Winthrop doesn't know magic.
Oh, he does, because he's not Winthrop. He's not the same person that served your father. He's wearing disguise.
What evidence do you have?
I can sense it.
You know that Winthrop carries on him personal protection magic.
It's not that kind of magic.
He is an aide to the king. I do not want him taken or overpowered or kidnapped in the street.
He is Liam Neeson protecting him night and day.
Taken 4.
Well, I believe if this is true, I propose, Honorable King, an investigation of sort. That if I can prove that Winthrop is not the advisor you think he is.
Yes.
Now you're in.
Yeah,
Elbow deep.
that's right.
Just keep going.
We need twice the soldiers that you would provide us to go in and kill our lizard friends.
And if you are wrong and cannot prove this,
we give you Sarah Jessica Parker.
Hey, that's my horse. Get your own. No.
Did you?
I have many horses.
Let's see.
Which hand do you cast with primarily?
No, my left hand.
If you cannot prove that he is
He's taking
not
my
Winthrop,
Okay.
I will remove both of your hands.
Oh, sounds fantastic.
Is that
However, I'm going to
fair?
ask. Yeah, that'll be fair. As a matter of fact, I think we ought to cast these naked. I want all of my robes to be off. His robes will be off. There will be no stones, nothing. It'll just be two bodies that he'll cast the
To
magic.
the listenership of Gaming with Scott, this escalated quickly, and this nude gladiatorial combat that's going to ensue, we're not sure if we're a fan of or if we're going to have to redo this whole thing.
But we're going forward.
Thanks, Obama.
TPK.
I feel like the shoveler, where I feel like it's like, what do you mean we? I was right over here.
What the heck? I went to DVDA pretty quick. Jesus.
So what do you think, Winthrop?
Now, and Winthrop starts to open his mouth, and the king speaks again. He says, now, you do realize that attacking the king carries penalties. Attacking the king's throne also carries penalties. If you are unable to unmask Winthrop, I will likely take the hands of your entire party.
Wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I was hoping for a thanks for clearing out some horrible lizard people, but now I'm going to be handless. Thanks, bud.
Also, we saved the realm from an evil wolf god, and we can't keep doing that without our hands. We'd have to join the Beggars Guild.
Truth.
I nudge Radish.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my
He
helmet
worships the evil wolf god right now. So, yeah.
Well, I know it. It's,
Now, I understand this, the king says. Would you like to counsel with your guardsman?
Yes.
And have him perhaps retract his challenge? Or
Radish.
If
not?
we,
I will give you 3 minutes to confer.
Thank you,
Thank you.
King.
I gently tap the sword tips of the guards. Like, think you could put those away here.
Yeah. All right. Huddle up.
Huddle up.
What the Sam hell are you doing?
Don't get me wrong. Ballsy play.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
out of left field.
But on a scale of 1 to this is definitely going to happen. How confident are you that this will work? Because you know what, my hands aren't up for any chances. I'm just saying.
Well, there's a couple of things here. One, the king is under his influence. The king worships the wolf god.
How do you know that?
Whoever appeals to the law against his fellow man is either a fool or a coward, and whoever cannot live without that law is both. For a wounded man may say to his assailant, if I live, I will kill you, but if I die, you are forgiven. Such is the rule of honor.
So saith the Lord.
So let's go kill him.
What just happened? But no, you understand though. Like we can fight our way out of here. Like yeah, we can do that. But
Yeah,
but the point is that we would be outlaws in his kingdom. You know that, right?
Not to mention, I'm not sure we could fight our way out of here. We're in the center of their sanctum, and I'm pretty sure that throne could probably counter our magic.
I mean, we'll figure it out.
We have one item on us that I think we could use that would dispel the illusion right away, but it would destroy the item permanently.
I think we have the information we need.
My shield.
Hey, time out. Retract what you said. We have the information we need. Let's get out of this situation because we are surrounded.
Well, at the same time, I think we're also screwed because now that he's just, if he is the Winthrop, then we're not. If Winthrop is the guy from earlier,
No, we're picking the least of the bad decisions.
well, we could use my
Or
shield
bad options. I'm sorry. To do what? What does your
to
shield do?
the wish,
Wait, what?
the golden scale shield I have from the dragon.
Yeah. What about it?
We could use the magic in the shield to reveal the deception.
It does that?
Yeah, once.
Any one wish. One.
Do you know this for a fact? Are
Yes.
you making stuff up like this guy?
Jesus Christ. Will you shut up for 10 fucking seconds and listen?
Probably not. But I understand where you're coming from. It really does that?
Yes.
You're sure?
And once this happens,
King's Guard!
we're bringing it on.
If you can do it,
Two
All right.
columns of men
Put your helmet on.
file in
I put my helmet on.
from the back of where you guys
Drawing the
walked
shield.
up. Two columns of men begin coming in from the corners. There are about 20 or 30 men that just walked into the room.
I start. No, I'm going to wait until this happens. But I'm going to start doing a little chanting, seeing if I can summon that griffin thing.
No.
No magic. Fuck. Goddamn.
Okay. I'm going to get on my knees, and I'm going to
Of
hold the
course you
shield in
will.
front of me.
All right.
The shield literally like faced in front of me.
Okay.
I'm going to put my head down so my forehead's touching the very top of the kite shield.
And that'll do us tonight for Gaming with Scott.
No!
We thank you for listening, and as always, you'll hear from us real soon.
Bye.
It's for the last time.
And that's it tonight for us on Gaming with Scott Presents Fantasy Weekly, Book 1, Tales from Oxley. You can always send us an email at feedback@gamingwithscott.com or catch us on Twitter. Joshua Jackson is at ActionJack853. Kelly is at Aerith. John Kennedy is at JKMyth. Rico is at R1C0. And me, Scott T, at GamingWScott. This is a Southgate Media production. Remember, we all hold fantastic realms within our mind's eye and can share that with those around us to make the world a better place. Bring that with you every time we venture out into the world. And as always, you'll hear from us real soon.